So first off, tell us how you're feeling. Obviously, you went through your battles the last couple of years, but it looks like you're doing good, so let us know how you are.
Well, John, number one, I have to thank so much my doctors who did a great job for me. But, right now I just had a recent PET scan where they checked, see if the cancer came back, any tumors, et cetera. And I was very happy to get the report from the doctor because that's a nervous time, man, waiting for those reports to come in. When that phone rings, because it can be life-changing. And for me, it was good news. He said that there's nothing there, you're cancer-free, so you're ready to go. And I'm really excited, mate.
And I'm sure that's good news for you, obviously, heading into this week. It's your biggest week of the year, it seems like. You got a big event on Friday. So given that okay, the go-ahead, how does that maybe fill your spirits leading up to Friday?
Well, I think the one thing I've learned, certainly in my battle with melanoma and then lymphoma, is even more so I am really fired up to raise money for kids battling cancer. No kid should go through it. Because, John, it's not just going doing the chemo. It's the PET scans, the blood work, the constant evaluations, the nervousness, and the emotion that takes place, worrying about all the results. So I'm really fired up, and I've learned so much. More than ever, I want to help kids because no child should have to go through what I went through for 8 months in terms of chemo, radiation, what most people go through, not just me. I feel bad for everybody out there that has to battle that disease.
And I know last year everybody's eyes were kind of opened. Obviously, dealing with cancer is tough for everybody. Everybody seems to be impacted by it. But sawing your battles last year and being able to relay that with what we were doing at the V Foundation at your gala, obviously raising $11 million last year, over $11 million was obviously a blessing. And this year, obviously, the confidence and the motivation is still there to surpass that 11. So what's the outlook for you guys right now?
Well, really, it was great news. I was blown away with 11.1 last year. I really did not expect that at all. In fact, my goal was last year, which is still a great, great goal. And people forget that because we've gotten so high, but it was $7 million. And we did 11.1. I was ecstatic. And then I got in the car with my wife. We're driving back home from the gala. I said, wow, do you realize 11.1 million? That's unbelievable. I said, how are we ever going to do that in the future? That's crazy to think we're doing those kind of numbers. Well, I can tell people now, I am so optimistic that I believe we're going to break that record. I really do. I feel it in my heart. I feel my team will not let me down. People of my team is everybody in that room. We sell out every year. We sold out again, 900. We're going to have stars galore. That we got. Talk about baseball stars. Alex Rodriguez is coming. He's committed to come. Frank Thomas, Hall of Famer. I just got word this morning. Fred McGriff getting into the Hall of Fame. He's going to be there. Rick Pitino, Danny Hurley, National Championship coach. The list goes on. And I'm so proud that these people come. A lot of times people don't realize this, John. They will come free. Nobody gets a dime. We don't pay their travel, we don't pay their hotels, and we don't pay them. Many times leave us with big checks as well. So again, I think the theme and my message is going to be loud and clear about thank you, thank you, thank you. Because to me, that's what it's all about. And my other theme is going to be in my little talk I'll share with the people is when I got into the ESPYs, in terms of Jimmy V's Perseverance Award last year in July, I shared with people a formula that's so important to me. And I really believe this formula applies to almost everyone in that room, whether it be giants in the world of business, law, medicine, athletics. I really believe in this. I believe in that if you have passion plus pride plus perseverance, it equals win in the game of life. Because I don't care who you are, along the way, there's bumps and there are bruises. And you better persevere when a tough time happens. And I can tell you this, I think that applies to anyone that's been a success. There's no smooth road to get to the top of the mountain. None whatsoever. You're going to face challenges. And I will share that. And the challenges that the youngsters face. We're going to have 18 all courageous kids with us. Kids battling every form of cancer. Can't wait to see them all. Weston Herman comes every year. Joshua Fisher. Heavenly Ayers. I could go on and on about all these kids. Katie Ballesteros, Makari Tarpley. I know these kids. Cole Liker. They've been with us. And I also want to thank First watch, by the way, if you people are coming, I believe, Friday morning at about 10 o'clock, I'll be there. But first watch here in Lakewood Ranch is going to throw a breakfast for a lot of the all courageous kids, and they're going to be there with their families. And I can't thank Chris Tomaso enough, because he did a great job for us by having a promotion in every first watch across America, 485 stores. He had a promotion where on every purchase of a children's meal, he gave a portion to us, and that total came to over $600,000.
Wow. I think one of the bigger storylines this year, maybe goes overlooked, is the Dickie V Spirit Award, the inaugural Spirit Award this year being handed out to Rick Barnes. Obviously, you guys, a faithful connection there with your faith background. Obviously, he sent you a lot of text messages during your battle. I got to speak with him, and he told me the Dickie V Spirit Award should be given to you every year, so he feels very honored to receive that this year. Obviously, you guys exchanged all those texts, but you shared a faithful background as well. Tell me a little bit about that and what that means to give an award in your name to one of your colleagues and friends.
Well, Rick Barnes, to me, I was not really close to Rick at all, but when I came down with cancer, I knew him, obviously. I did games, but never in the way that what happened. Every day, John, every day for months, I would get a personal, and I mean it was personal, prayer from him about the day and what you're going through with your chemo, etc. And it was just beautiful again, and it lifted my spirits, because I think any cancer patient will tell you when you're doing the chemo and the radiation, there are some dark moments. There are moments where I remember my family would leave the hospital, Sarasota Hospital, and they're all be there, my wife, my daughters, and grandkids and sons-in-laws, and we'd laugh and have a ball, and then they would leave, and I'd lay there, and you're thinking if they just did your chemo for that day, and you're thinking, will I get another day? And there's dark moments, and those prayers and those messages mean so much. They just lift your spirits. I would hear Jimmy V's words, don't give up. Don't ever give up. And to me, it's a message I pass to anybody out there that's battling cancer. Please don't give up. Don't ever give up. And people out there, if you know someone, lend a helping hand like Rick did to me with a message, a prayer, just I love you. It means so much. It really does. And I believe all of that gave me the strength to really battle. Because I'm not a kid anymore, man. I'm 83 years old. I act like about 12 and I'm all fired up. That's when I know I'm really feeling great. When I'm all fired up and I'm really like, I want to be. And I was this year doing games. I had the biggest compliment I got from people. Man, that guy is not 83. His passion, his spirit, his energy. And to me, that's a great, great compliment.
And lastly, I don't want to keep you too long, but what can we expect this upcoming season? You're going to be courtside as much as possible. What's kind of the outlook for you? Because I know fans and friends alike are hoping to see you back out for some games.
Well, I just can't wait to get to doing basketball. That's the greatest medicine. When the doctors cleared me that I could do games, I also had those two major vocal cord surgeries too. So that complicated things in the healing process with the chemo. I remember so many times I wanted to say something to the doctors or the nurses that I was feeling some, an ache here or there, and I couldn't communicate. But everything was doing on a erase board, and it just became really, really difficult. But again, it all worked out, and most of all, my family's been unreal. My wife, Lorraine, I can't say enough. We're going to be married 52 years on May 22nd. And she's the Hall of Famer. It says Hall of Fame up there for me, but truly she's the Hall of Famer in my family and my daughters and my 5 grandkids. I'm so proud of them all. I got 3 of them that'll be at Duke. I got 2 there playing tennis right now. And they're in the NCAA tournament coming up this weekend. Can't be at my gala. I got bigger things to worry about. Playing in the NCAA, they're number 11 in the country, Duke, and both boys have been contributors to the team, Connor and Jake. Their sister, Ava, committed to Duke, so she'll be going there. And then I got my granddaughter, Sydney. She's at Notre Dame, a junior on the tennis team. My grandson, Ryan's on the lacrosse team. They're top 2 in the country in lacrosse, and he's on the lacrosse team. So I've been very proud. I'm proud that they understand work ethic, pride, give your best. You're not always going to be the best, but give your best. There's no reason. That's a message I leave to young people out there. Every day of your life, try to live it to the best of your ability. Be able at the end of the day to look in a mirror and say, was I better today than I was yesterday? because that's what a winner is in a game of life. They always want to be better. I mean, you talk to the great athletes. I watched yesterday. You watch Curry play. You watch LeBron James play. These guys don't play and say, rely on all their laurels in the past. It's all about, what did I do today? Am I better today than I was yesterday? And that drive and that desire in any walk of life, whether it be business, law, medicine, for those people that have that, usually equals to success.